hope you're all doing well and have all had a very happy new year. So to start off 2025, I thought I would make this short sweet video introducing the Animal Friends family. So to start with, I'll be discussing why my Instagram and YouTube channel are both named Animal Friends 2012. I got my first iPad when I was around 12 years old and decided to make an Instagram account for my pets. My dad helped me come up with the name Animal Friends, but with friends spelled as F-R-E-N-D-Z, because it was cool and trendy to misspell things back in the early 2010s. Since then, I've forgotten my password, and because the username Animal Friends was already taken, I chose the numbers 2012 because 2012 was the year I adopted my first couple of guinea pigs. Well, at least I thought it was 2012. I thought that for the longest time, but only recently discovered I actually adopted them around Christmas time in 2011. But by then the numbers 2012 has already stuck with me, so I decided to keep it, and now I intend on keeping it forever. So now on to introducing the Animal Friends of 2025. This is Princess Skittles, who we just call Skits or Skittles or Princess, along with a billion other nicknames like Sweetie and Baby and Darling. She already had the name Princess Skittles when we adopted her at the shelter, and I thought it was such an iconic name I wouldn't change it. Even though I grew up with guinea pigs, my dad grew up with cats instead, and in January 2022 he decided he really wanted a cat again, so he went to the RSPCA to look for cats who would be okay with guinea pigs. One of the most common questions I get asked is whether Skittles would ever attack my smaller pets, and the answer is no. She may be curious about their enclosures, but ultimately she's completely neutral with them. The only animal she dislikes is a neighbour's cat because this is her garden and she is very territorial of it. At the age of 7, Princess Skittles was given to shelter because her old owners went overseas. Because she is a senior cat with anxiety, she was at the shelter for about a month and had a hard time finding a home before we adopted her, and understandably she had a hard time opening up to us at first. Even till this day 3 years later, she still struggles with taking medication, having her nails trimmed or visiting the vet. However, she has completely settled into her new home. At this point, it is her house and we are just living in it. This little gentleman is Covu, who once again already had that name when we adopted him at the shelter in May 2021. He has been with me through the loss of 2 other guinea pigs, so we have a pretty good bond. He is also nicknamed Math because of his logic, or his math. It is very different from other guinea pigs. For example, instead of eating the grass in front of him, he will eat the grass behind him. Or instead of eating fruits and veggies, he will try to eat the camera. We also nickname him Handsome Boy, or simply just Handsome, which is self-explanatory because he looks like a little rock star. Because he is also from a RSPCA shelter, we do not know his exact breed or age, but we believe he's either an Abyssinian or Peruvian or a mix, and he is turning 5 in 2025. In June 2022, I lost Cream Puff when she passed away peacefully in her sleep around the age of 4. Because she was a guinea pig I had for the longest, I was not sure whether I would ever adopt one again. But I am so glad I did because in May 2024 our family adopted Meeka. Meeka was 6.5 years old when she was given to the Forever Friends Animal Rescue due to different circumstances with her former owners. As you can probably tell, I have a very soft spot for senior animals, so I decided to try to introduce her to Covu. At first they were completely shy and completely avoided each other. Then Covu got too territorial around her and was humping her all the time. But despite that rough start, they are now the best of friends and he is so obsessed with her. They are so in love, they are so cuddly, it is adorable. Meeka is a curious cutie who is very social. She is the type of outgoing piggy who would let humans pet her even if the humans don't offer her snacks in exchange. She also remains very calm when we put her in new environments or give her new foods. In 2023, my dad and I read the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy books and watched the movie together. So when I was volunteering at the RSPCA in July and saw these two white rats, I immediately thought of the mice in the movie, named Frankie Mouse and Benjie Mouse. Even though Douglas Adams spelled Benjie as B-E-N-G-Y, I spelled it as B-E-N-J-I-E, so it looked like it rhymes better with Frankie. My dad says that we can tell them apart because Frankie is the one with sunglasses and Benjie is the one with a monocle. Frankie is a very cheeky girl who is always looking for escape routes. They were both 6 weeks old when we adopted them, but we don't know who is older, although I feel like Frankie has more of a mature older sister energy than Benjie. When it's time to feed the sisters, Frankie would aggressively take the food and run, while Benjie is a type who would take a while to sniff it, then nibble it gently. On the topic of Benjie being more gentle, one of my favourite feelings in the world is when Benjie licks my fingers. It is such a soft, soothing feeling. Her love for Frankie is like Covu's love for Meeka. She frequently grooms and snuggles with her sister, which is such an adorable sight to see. However, when it comes to feeding time, she can occasionally get a bit aggressive. So I just put it on over her neck. She seems to... Oh no, it's not food, it's not food. This channel is run by me, Cassie, but my pets probably think of me as human servant number 1. I have loved animals for as long as I can remember, and I completed my Certificate 2 in Animal Care in July 2024. So while this channel primarily focuses on my pets, I will occasionally be making videos about my animal studies, my experience visiting sanctuaries in Australia, and even my experience visiting sanctuaries overseas. I am really passionate about educating people on animal welfare, whether it be taking care of their own domestic pets at home or helping protect wildlife around the world. So I am always open to answering any questions and listening to any video suggestions. But I would not be here today without my dad, aka human servant number 2. He has always taught me to love and respect animals. He was also the one who helped me convince my mum to let me adopt guinea pigs back when I was 10 years old. He is always down to learn about animals with me, try out different animal encounters with me, and I know I can always count on him to take care of the pets really well when I am busy with work, studying, or travelling. So that brings us to the end of the video. I hope you all enjoyed learning about our channel. Please let me know if you have any questions or video requests. I am a bit behind on video editing, so I've got plenty of exciting videos coming in 2025. But until then, thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a great day.